there.
Okay, well, I guess it will have its own
a lot of comments
pros and cons, definitely.
You have a lot of comments coming in here.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them are jumbled up together. So I'm going to take several because they're all tied in. Babajide David says, my vehicle was impounded for just fire extinguisher, which expired unknowingly to me at Yaba office. That's Babajide. It says...
that's a secondary offense.
That's a second.
Yes, it's a non-moving violation. You're right.
Philip Nwaguno says, are cars that are impounded to be deflated? Is that part of the act? I'm trying to see so that you can take it all together. In a situation where the vehicle license has expired, will the vehicle be impounded too? So that's about impounding.
Okay. Fire extinguisher is not a primary offense. It's a non-moving violation. So spare tire is a secondary offense. Fire extinguisher is a secondary offense. Now, if a patrol team stops you and asks for fire extinguisher and impound your vehicle, I think, let me admit, the guys are wrong, and I accept it's wrong. It's not a primary offense, and I will address it. And that's part of the things I've been telling them. I admit in respect of that. It's not a primary offense. But again, ignorantly, in law, it's not an excuse. You should know how a fire extinguisher operates. The fire extinguisher tool is 6 months. Even the one at home is 6 months. Tires, if you are driving, for goodness sake, that's a part of the things you should know as a road user. How does the vehicle operate? You don't get into the vehicle and just switch on the engine. There's what we call the dashboard process. You switch on in the morning, you don't have to start the engine, just switch on with the ignition, read everything, check your radiator, check your rear light, switch on the parking light, check everything. Because when you are stopped, it's an infraction. If your brake light is not working, it's a serious threat. When you're talking about defensive driving is that the driver ahead of you or behind you is a potential threat. So if you are moving and your brake light is not working and you slam the brake, it's possible the other person behind you may ram into you. Even though the distance is supposed to be twice the length of your car. But again, are you not saying ignorantly you don't know what is happening? Let me just finish. So fire extinguisher, please, people should get it right. Check. And if you have used it, refill it, or you procure another one. How much is fire extinguisher? We're talking about lives. Lives. All these figures, road safety is reeling out. These are human beings that have gone down. 4,000 plus this year alone. We must get it right. We need to be more firm, but fair.
Pardon me to bother you because we're looking at time. The reason why some of those things are coming up is that the way the officials, not even just FRSC, some other agencies in different states, the way they go about these things is punitive measure. It's supposed to be for safety of people.
I agree.
But when they come to you, in fact, some of them hide and wait for you to commit or to even unknowingly, because some of those things are not even clear in different areas, and then they just jump at you and say, oh yes, it's our lucky day today, we've caught you, rather than just ensure that no, you have to, for your safety, and make your job easier. So the attitude is important.
I agree with you. This is federal road safety call to save lives. We are not a revenue generating agency. We don't have a target. And ideally, if I'm arresting presently 12,000, average of 12,000 monthly, I want to go to 250,000 now with the activation of the penalty point system and the flying tickets. Patrol teams are not supposed to pursue any offender. With the activation, with the flying tickets now, we have a robust database now. Vehicle registration database, driver's license, offenders. With the tablets, you see an offender, you take the details, we go back, we get the records, we send a ticket to you. If you don't report, I go to magistrate court, get warrant of arrest, press maximum charges, send it to prison. I agree to some of these things, attitudinal behavior, reorientation. What we teach our boys is 4-point approach: persuasion, education, subtle force, and enforcement. But get it right, education without enforcement is entertainment. Patrol teams are not meant to be entertaining you on the highway. I've told them any infraction must be brought to book. We need to get it right. Nigerians, most drivers are lawless and are not here for lawlessness. We need to improve. The presidential directive is that, Boboye, go and work, get this thing right. improve on what you have inherited. We have a mandate to save lives. We want these crashes to be cut down. We want to punish recalcitrant offenders. We want to, all those obstructions on the highways must be removed, and we have achieved that.
Okay, we're almost done. Abu says, as portrayed by the Commission, that driver's license is now electronically issued. Why does it take almost a year to get it?
I think we're over that now. We have passed that. I can talk to you as a commercial with full authority. We finished biometrics investigation. I just have only 107,000 licenses being printed to be dispatched. And I think from the 107, the record, the DCMMV gave me this yesterday was, I think I have about 7,000 more. And I told you before the end of the year, we're going to have 200 workstations. We're on course. I acknowledge the past that we had some hiccups, problems, but now I don't think so. When you get your license, your temporary license is supposed to be for 60 days. And we've been seeing responses, people are getting, why you get it after 60 days is for biometrics investigation to be carried out. And with the biometric investigation going on, I think we're on course. But if he has not received his license, peradventure, it's possible for his license to have been dispatched and be at a different licensing office. As such, people should please just go to the nearest FRSC office and just check his license.
But Adedamala says, why is it that printing a permanent driver's license is done only in Abuja?
When you're talking about investigations, you need a central database to carry out, to check whether you have already processed a license and you are attempting to get another license. You must do biometric investigation centrally. Is the one, when we are talking about database, you don't have database all over. Each state can have its own database, but when we're talking about central database, to carry out biometric investigation, you need one database, and these are electro. As captures are being done, driver's license capture is being done in each of the centers, the data goes straight to the central database. And this is a practice all over the world. If you look at it, when we started the Uniform Licensing Scheme in 1989, commissioned on the 5th of January 1990, it was decentralized initially. Then you discover that somebody can still go to 36 states. Then at that time it was 19 states and procure license. But now you must, is improvement. You must continue to improve on the existing system. You cannot decentralize again.
Okay. Olushola says, my temporary driver's license expires on the 21st of December. Will it still be valid and prevent your men from harassing him on the road?
I'm sure. Please reply him. Tell him to give you the details of the license and forward to me. That license will be lying at the licensing office, and I assure you. And after this program, please reply him to forward the details, the license number. Forward it to me, and tomorrow you tell the public, I will retrieve the license and we'll go and pick it up. I will tell him where the license is lying.
Yeah, but the question is, we might do that for one individual. I'm sure he'll be very grateful for that. Well, the thing is, how long should he take normally? Did you say 3 months? Or
60 days.
Would you be called? Because here we are. Ezechuku says, I applied and paid for a driver's license last year, but up to now, I have some papers to that. I only have some papers to that effect. I'm yet to be invited for biometrics.
If it's Lagos, I'm sure that is Lagos. I don't want to agree with that. Let me tell you what we have done. We've gone more than that. For all those who have not come for fiscal capture, more than 5 times in Lagos, we have sent bulk SMS to them. They will not turn up to come for their capture. Even because of that, some of the workstations are operating on Saturday and Sundays. They will not come.
No, but we also know situations, at least I know somebody, who was invited over and over again, and, he just never got to his or her turn.
Within the last 3 months, I think you should give it to the court that we have improved. In Lagos alone now, we have 23 workstations. And before the end of the year, we are going to have 30 workstations in Lagos alone. Lagos accounts for about 39% of all the driver's licenses being produced.
39%?
39%. So we have given Lagos priority.
Okay,
I think let any applicant just go, let them just go back to they should go to the correct licensing of the workstation. They have been designated for the capture.
This is